What's up, JC Money Nation? This Sunday again. Time for some more NASCAR. Just by myself for this weekend. JC Money and Coach Troy, they're a bit busy this weekend, but hey, it's all good. Here to talk some sports. I see Antonio's showing up a bit early. What's up, Antonio? Let's go Rangers. I think they're playing tonight. Not a big hockey fan, but hopefully they're gonna do good. I know they beat out my Carolina Hurricanes, but it is what it is. So let's just move on and talk about some NASCAR this weekend. We got the what is this week's name for the race? Anyways, we're going to Gateway, otherwise known as Worldwide Technology. It's a new track for the 2022 calendar. Um, really great track to go. Well, actually, some people have said it's going to be a boring race. It's actually the name of the race is Enjoy Illinois 300. Um, so yeah, this track is about 1.25 mile oval. So a lot of people have said to use as comparison tracks of the tracks that we have run, which are Richmond and Phoenix. We have run at both those tracks so far. And yeah, enough about me yammering on. Also, a bit of a recap about last week, the 600. I went to it. Sorry for the no live show and the internet. The track was bad. The live show, but yeah, it was a wild race. Chris Buescher flipped last week. And about half the field wrecked out, and Denny Hamlin came home to steal the win after being pretty much mediocre, I'd say. Running around, still had a top 10 car. Was running around like through fifth through 10th place, but yeah, just stole one at the end when Austin Hill made it four wide and took out about most of the field, and Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch sneaked their way through to get first and second. Last week it wasn't too bad for SuperDraft. Got me 16th. The guys I missed out on were Todd Gilliland and Kevin Harvick. All very nice to use. And so why don't we get into this week's slate for SuperDraft? Let's share my screen. There. Nope. Oops. Oops. There we go. First time working. Oh. Okay, so for a super draft, I already have a lineup set up. I'm going with Kyle Busch, Byron, Chastain, and Harvick. Favorite guys for the weekend. Not even multiplier wise. I mean, if you are, those are the guys who I think will run. Like a lot of people are saying that sometimes this track might be like Phoenix, where Phoenix, you saw Blaney, he was a leader, and pretty much he's starting fifth, but this time on pole is Chase versus from the Stewart Racing car. So about the same place as Blaney would have given you, but Bristol was also option 2. Bell's another one. I like his speed. He's also been Phoenix and Richmond. Although Phoenix, he did have an issue, but Richmond, he seems to be off of a 4 to 5 in the top 10. So good for him. That car, although the price there, but there might be something in the tank. And one that they are going to try and use Truex as a captain spot. He did look team, but if he can get up there, his Phoenix, he was running around 10th place, higher, and then Richmond, he was right there at the end until Denny Hamlin came through to steal the win. So a decent play to have Tyler Reddick down here in fourth. Pretty good car. Calling fourth. Kind of one of the best Chevrolets. The other Chevrolet I had, saying those two are really fast. I just need to right there. And he's also got a much higher multiplier than usual because Austin isn't so that's not high. Austin Dillon and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. are other look out for more of the there. Stenhouse Jr. one I like more because of the speeds. He's shown that he can fast. Was last, but wrecked out, so it didn't hurt your line too much. But yeah, disappointing. Not high on, not high on him still. Cinder was high. Tidal and starting back there, and I'm sure that one of them will, or even both of them, can make it up to the top 20, top 25 there, to get you that sim right there. It's gonna be a no for me. And Harrison Burton, he's also got high nuts up to 15th. If also includes the pit stops, and then the rest of the slate. Larson and Chase Elliott, they do interest me, but I'm just gonna stick off with them because HMS did not. But Chase Elliott over Collarson, go ahead. I love that play. And then Joey Logano was pretty much somewhat the dominant car in practice. If not Blaney was, but I think I'm gonna take my shot with Blaney. He's been running a bit better than Joey Logano, although last week he crashed, but just on the Richmond and the Phoenix tracks, he's run a lot better than Joey Logano has on those kinds of tracks. So yeah, that's kind of super draft. If you guys got any questions, please leave them down in the chat. I see a few of you guys in here. So what's up? Yeah, and so I guess it's a bit of IndyCar. We also got the IndyCar race coming up here. Very interesting race there. Oops. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe. Oh. Did it only? Oh. Hold on. A bit of an issue right there. Hold on. Let's see. Bit of technical difficulty here. Oops. Alright, just getting a little bit of a window set up. Sorry, a bit late. But yeah, definitely if you guys have any questions, share them down in the chat. It's gonna be an interesting race tonight. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Okay. Well, actually, no. There we go. I think it's working now. All right. Oops. There we go. All right. So Super DraftKings is loading up. Got a few lines on DraftKings right now. Let's see if we got anything else. The lines I have so far right now are, let's see. Still have an hour left to go. Right now I got a lot of Kyle Busch, Chastain, Blaney, a lot of the guys that I am really high on. They're definitely running really fast in the race or in the practice right now. Briscoe's also kind of, like I said, this race could be just the first place guy, goes down and dominates. So we're going to take Chase Briscoe right there. And then there's so much salary left, or so less salary left over. You have really just Ty Dillon and Zane Smith. I think those two guys will be able to get it done. You could even throw in like AJ Allmendinger. He's also an interesting option to throw in here. Starting back there, pretty much dead last. Although he hasn't gotten in the car. I mean, he's not going to hurt you if he wrecks out too much. So I like AJ Allmendinger right there. Although, it's really his first time being in the car, so maybe not so much. And you just go with Ty Dillon and Zane Smith because, yeah, those guys are starting back there and they have been in the car and they've been running pretty well. Other guys I like on here, Hamlin's interesting. As long as Truex doesn't give you that much place differential, in my opinion. The cars didn't look too fast, but seems like they will be interesting ones, although Hamlin's more of my favorite. Chase Elliott and Larson, definitely also very high on the salary. And should you really take them, I'd go more Chase Elliott because he's a lot cheaper. and he's starting one position further back than Kyle Larson. And so, and even then, like Chase Elliott, his pit crew is really better than Larson from the stats I've seen so far. Although Larson does have a fast car, but I think I'm going to take Chase Elliott because he's also been good at Phoenix. Although he finished 11th, he was definitely up there contending for the win. Richmond, it was okay. Definitely faded in the long run, but yeah, take the cheaper option and further starting back position with Chase Elliott. And then you got William Byron, another guy I like, expensive guy too, but the place difference right there in 24th is a lot better. I have a lot more confidence in him than Alex Bowman. And then you got Kevin Harvick, another guy that I really like. Starting 20th, he's really good at Phoenix and he's really good at Richmond. So, I mean, he didn't qualify well, but he showed some decent speed to get at least the top 10. So that's some pretty good place differential right there. And then Stenhouse and Dillon, like I mentioned, just the place difference right there, along with Brad Keselowski. And the guys I just want to avoid. Although Almirola and Cindric, they might stay up there, but I'm not really too high on them, and they could fall back. So I think that's pretty much it for some DraftKings. If anyone's got any questions, come in and have some fun. Oops, there we go. If not, yeah. So that's about pretty much a lot of the super draft right there. I guess we'll also recap a bit of some of last week too. Like I mentioned, Chris Buescher definitely, took a tumble. Very interesting day for him. Yeah, the whole race experience was really great. Definitely just being able to hear the cars roaring around the track, it was awesome. Definitely, you saw Kyle Larson. It was a very interesting day for him. Yeah, starting back there, had to, just didn't have a good stage 1, stage 2, and then finally put together for the last 2 stages, but got spun out at the end. So, anyways, let's see what we got. Any other guys? Any other updates so far? If you guys are joining me, thanks a lot for joining me. Coach Craig and JC Money, they're a bit busier this weekend, so it's a solo show for me this weekend. But no, never fear. I like definitely doing these solo shows, or not really, but it's okay. If you guys I think if you guys have any questions, that'd be really great, so I can I can talk about it a little bit more, because otherwise, say it's pretty much clean cut. Could try and do some other ones too as well. Let's see. Let's talk about a bit of IndyCar. IndyCar is this weekend. I got it down this weekend. Right now I got Pato, Ericsson, Kuma, and Malukas. Guys starting up there, and they're really, yeah, they have really fast cars, especially Pato, the guy that just really stands out to me. So, yeah. Let's see. I guess we could also go over a bit of data. Oops. A bit of data so far that I've seen. If you guys don't seem a bit convinced, let's go to some iFantasy Racing. Oops. Where is it? Let's see. All right, so there was only really the longest run that anyone ever did was 15 laps. We had a few cautions, we had a few tire issues. I think also another reason to stay off of HMS is possibly, or Chevrolet, is they have a few tire issues. I mean, Goodyear in their tires, it's just been a hassle. So, I mean, what can you do really? So it's gonna happen. How can you really tell who's gonna blow a tire? No one can really. I mean, right now it's been all the Chevrolet, so that's the thing to watch out. So maybe not include a ton of Chevrolets in your lineups this weekend. I honestly might avoid Byron too, because although like I said, he's got some good starting position. He had an 18th best on the short run, 13th best on the tap lap. That's somewhat promising. Better than his teammate down here in 19th and 21st, and not good for him. And then you have Eric Jones, misconceiving right there. He's not going to be good on the long run, in my opinion. I think there's going to be a lot more long runs, a lot less passing. a lot less people being aggressive. But yeah. Yeah. Who are the other interesting ones? Harrison Murray, like I said, starting ninth, he might not be able to. He's gonna fall back, so I guess avoid him. Although, I mean, getting top 20, I think he'll probably get. I think the amount of points he loses from the positions he drops is gonna hurt you a lot, even with the multiplier. So, I mean, also I can't help you, but yeah, I'd rather not take Harrison Burton and go with AJ Allmendinger or Ty Dillon. Some other things I'm gonna go over. Yeah, Kyle Larson. I mean, it is a possibility you could use Kyle Larson, 8th and 8th. Seems pretty consistent. But qualifying 15th, that can get you a few positions, but yeah, I'm not really too high on him. Definitely want to see some other guys, or definitely expecting a lot other guys to be up there and getting the positions. What else can I show you guys? Yeah, thanks a lot for you guys tuning in. Show's not done yet, but we got about an hour left. If you got any questions, please throw them in the chat. Always great to answer them. Also, this tire is from like I said, the comparison races between Phoenix and Phoenix. So there you go. Definitely use those two tracks for more of the stats. You look at the finishing positions there. Let's see. All right. So we're gonna go to the cup. All right. So we have Phoenix. Like I mentioned here, a lot of guys, yeah, you see pretty much only, 3 or 4 guys led some few laps, maybe 6 guys. But yeah, you see a chunk of it went to like the Fords, the Blaney and Briscoe, so I'm pretty high on them, as well as Chase Elliott. Byron could lead a few laps, but yeah, if you're gonna look for some lap leaders, go for some Blaney, Briscoe, and possibly some Chase Elliott. But this was a time where Toyota really struggled. Let's go finishing positions. And you can see the first wheel. Okay, Kurt Busch was 5th, but yeah, he didn't run too much of a great race. Like his average running position, I'd have to imagine was terrible. And then Kyle Busch was 7th. They're gonna get you the finishing positions, but they weren't as dominant. They didn't lead a lot of laps. So you can see here, although a lot of guys did come from back there, but and a lot had issues. But yeah, I mean, if you're really gonna go off of the Phoenix results, definitely Briscoe, Chastain, and Reddick are my favorites for this weekend. Briscoe is gonna be the early lap leader favorite. Chastain's gonna be motoring his way up there for a top 5 position. Then Reddick's already up there, might slip back, but I think I'm gonna be the least highest on him right there. Kurt Busch is also an interesting one. I guess I didn't mention him too much. He was pretty decent in practice, 11th on the short run, 11th also in the long run. So that's pretty interesting when he in the medium run, I guess in the 10 lap, he got a 6th. That's pretty average, or in between the top 10. So that's a really interesting one to look out. Daniel Suarez has been an interesting one. Qualified 23rd or 22nd year, and yeah, they haven't had any speed compared to last week. I mean, last week that 99 car was flying up through the field. So very interesting one. Very interesting one to see if you can throw into your lines, but I would not recommend that. Yeah, so let's see who else. And then, like I said, Ty Dillon. I mean, he started 21st there. Came up to 15. That's what I'm kind of expecting. If not, you can get like a 18th. That's still pretty good. 8 positions right there. I think Haley, I would have liked him to start back there, but if he can do the same thing he did And as well as AJ, if you can do the same thing that if both the cars can do the same thing that they just did in the Phoenix race, that's gonna give you a lot of points there. So both AJ and I guess I'll put Haley back on my in list. Cole Custer, I wasn't too happy with him, or I'm not too happy with him at all. Where is he at? Yeah, he's starting way too high. I'm not going to try and get a Cole Custer. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna get Cole Custer. He's starting way too high up there, so avoid him. Yeah, avoid a lot of the guys that you don't hear on a lot of regular basis. Just no interest in those guys. So yeah. And then let's see, we can even take a look at some Richmond results. Back. Sorry about that. All right. Nope. Can we go to Richmond? Richmond was their 7th race, and Denny Hamlin was the winner in the end. Although be it to some strategy, I want to say even his speed wasn't that well. Let's see. We can take a look at the green flag speed index with a Richmond race here. Yeah, Hamlin was down here in 13th. Didn't really have a fast car, but definitely they adjusted the car in the end, and he came on to have a really good day. You know, like you see here, Harvick, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, definitely the guys that like Brad Keselowski, kind of a bit deceiving right here. I would say he didn't have the best race there, although he did finish 13th, so not a bad day there, but I didn't feel like he had a good day in fantasy, in my opinion. Truex also up there. Reddick, also right here, 12th place. I think he was one that fell back because he was on the older tires. There was a lot of strategy in that race, so you see, yeah, I think Byron and Truex decided to take one less pit stop than the top two guys of Harvick and Hamlin. So yeah, this race could come down to also the strategy this weekend, even strategy and pit stops this weekend. Even restarts are also going to be crucial. And these right here, Blaney led a lot in Byron, so I'm really high on Blaney to be my captain spot for that one lineup. I have then Byron you can throw in as the place in front of which I have right here. And then Truex is a possibility. I'm not too high on him, so I'm going to try and avoid him. And then Bell, he short pitted a lot, so that's why he got some laps led there. But I'm starting up there. I'm going to decide not to do that. Yes, we got some other lines we can look at. I'm going to just switch it up and have William Byron as my championship spot here. Just thinking maybe you can going with the strategy of having a guy further back and him passing cars and seeing if that will work better than the lap leader. It might not work out, but just a bit of an experimental strategy right there. Kyle Busch, another guy like then Harvick and Briscoe, the two Fords that I'm gonna like coming into coming into the race. And then I got the wacky lineup in a way. Still Chastain, still Blaney, still Kyle Busch. I think those three are actually my top three. Chastain, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Chastain. If not, you can even include on the 4th and 5th place. With 5th place, I'm going to say Logano, and then 4th place, Chase Briscoe. That's going to be my top 5. And then I'm just going with a little bit wackier, Ty Dillon or AJ Allmendinger. Those two being the guys being like the Todd Gillen last week. Just coming out of nowhere to get a good fantasy day for them. So yeah, let's see. Anything else that sticks out to me at this race? Let's see. Back to finishing position. Austin Dillon, like I said here, he didn't really have great speeds on the practice. You see, he was. Let's see. Let's flip another tab. Where is it? Oops. It's not what I wanted to. And when it loads, you'll see that probably Austin Dillon has a terrible lap average here. He's down here in 30th. He's getting beat by guys like Brad Keselowski, Cole Custer, Truex, and Zane Smith, the guy who's only had one Cup Series start, and that's just COVID. Also, another thing, quick side note to mention is, don't throw Buescher in there. He's got COVID. He's not gonna get you any points. So, Like I said, Austin Dillon, they didn't have really great speed, but starting 29th. Where did he start here? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, 25th in that race. 4 extra positions he can gain if he finishes up there in the top 10, which is a possibility that he can. Bowman could say he plays out the same he did at Richmond. The same in 28th, 25th, around there. And they did hard up there to be it's a top 10. But I'm to guys instead of Austin Dillon or Rouse Bowman. Let's go. I mean, started 4-12. I mean, let's see how much he actually got that day. See, that was the total. Yeah. That's 50. It's not bad. The I get is between 60 to 80 or 100. I mean, is when it was. Oops. Okay, very interesting. Anyways, if you don't the guy, then yeah, a few. Yeah. Sorry about that. Don't know why it happens, but any oh, there we go. All right, so and take a look at some prize picks here. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, don't forget to throw them in the lineups. Yeah, that's really interesting. Well, let's just get off of that. The press week, let's see. Chase, I did fall back, so I guess maybe that would be really interesting for them right there. Um, oh yeah, they got some slow internet. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, about that. Uh, shoot. Yeah, let me read. Sorry about that. You see that me? It's having slow internet or something's off me. On another day for me. Good day to have fun, but we can get through it. Let's see. And I'll also look at some. Phoenix stats. I guess maybe the internet's not working. No, let's. All right. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second. Do. Oops. What's going on today? Oh god. Oh, no, there we go. All right, so hopefully I'm back. If you guys get any slow internet, just tell me. Throw it into me in the chat. Let's see. Let's go back to Phoenix. There we go. Yeah, you see Chase Elliott was a fast car there, so really, yeah, Chase Elliott might be a hit or miss today. We also got Blaney down here. Like Blaney, like Harvick a lot, and Briscoe. Those are my three favorites this week. You got Reddick and Chastain, definitely very fast, and then Byron. And if he can get up here, that's going to be interesting. I'm not going to be too high on Kyle Larson this weekend, actually. And it's not just because he finished 34th and had some engine issues in that race. I mean, he's just never been good on these kind of tracks, in my opinion. What he did surprise is that Richmond finished 5th, starting from 21st. So it's a possibility he could come back, but he's just got a higher multiplier that it's probably not worth to take him here. Yeah, Joey Logano was pretty decent, starting 8th. Finishing 8th, only one position better. He had that fringe top 10 car or back in top 10 car, but I think he's shown that he's got better speed today. As you can see here, he's been pretty fast on the long run, especially. So I think that's something they worked on, because I will admit that Joey Logano knows West Coast swing they did not have some good long run speed, and I'm fully expecting there to be a lot of long runs. So yeah, let's just get it from there. Let's see what else can I show you guys. Let's see. Let's go and try and tinker with some stuff. Yeah. All right. All right. I think this is the same one I just showed you guys. All right. Actually, let's just go to lineups. All right. So yeah, this was pretty much my main one here with Tyler and Zane Smith, but yeah, you definitely can see here that you can throw in Byron. I guess I got a lot of Kyle Busch today and a lot of Ryan Blaney. I think, like I mentioned, those are two of my top 3 guys. Very interesting ones, to say the least. Also looking through DraftKings or SuperDraft again. I don't know if JC's on, but all right, thanks for telling me. Thanks. All right, so I don't know if you can tell me, JC, what the Pro Picks have, but it'll be interesting to see what they have. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna have a lot of Kyle Busch, Blaney, and Logano in the captain spot, or even Chastain, because yeah, he's been so good in the past few weeks. So why not? Let's see. think we talked about pretty much everyone today. No, I guess I didn't mention a lot about Bubba last week, and he had any okay race, but then he spun and had some issues. Not too high on him this weekend. Just another void for me. Well, yeah, all my multipliers, I'm trying to avoid these 1 and 1.5 multipliers. The only one that interests me a lot is Joey Logano. Not even, and yeah, the top 3 guys I'm not interested in. Like I said, a lot of these picks. Kurt Busch is down here, but I kind of mentioned Kurt last week, and he also wrecked out. Yeah, a lot of people wrecked out. I think if I remember all the guys who wrecked out, let's see. Larson, he did get wrecked, but still survived. Hamlin, he won the race, so he survived. Chase Elliott, he had a toe link broke. Those stupid toe links are very weak and whatnot, and so he died. Logano died. Chastain, he was up there, and then he got some damage, which relegated him down to 15th. Kyle Busch finished 2nd. Blaney wrecked out. Briscoe, he wrecked while trying to go for the lead, but came back for a nice 4th place finish, if I remember. Yeah, 4th place finish right there. And let's see. All right, nope. Briscoe Bell, he actually had a decent result last week. If I remember, 7th or 5th, somewhere around there. So not a bad result for him. Bowen was just 10th place right there, so not a bad day for him, but could have been a lot better. I had a lot more higher expectations for Alex Bowman right there. Martin Truex Jr. is also a mid day for him, 12th place. Did get a lot of points, but yeah, I didn't really. He kind of disappointing for me as well. I already mentioned Kurt wrecked out. Reddick, surprisingly, he also came on pretty decent with a 6th place finish and the highest guy with some stage points in there on Fantasy Live. Harvick, he came on with a 3rd place finish, so not a bad day for him. And like I said, he was one of the guys I missed out on. Byron also wrecked out. I mean, even then you can see what his finishing positions are. If you take out the All-Star race, 13th, 22nd, 16th, 15th. Yeah, not a good day for him. Qualifying race was in Bristol, but don't worry about that. Yeah, it's not. He hasn't had a top 10 since April 9th with the Blue Emu, maximum pain relief 400 at Martinsville. So, yeah, very interesting to see a lot of people playing him, although maybe you shouldn't play him because he's kind of on a down streak right now. Almirola, I don't think he wrecked, actually. He had a meh day. 17th. Okay, yeah. That's pretty meh. Austin Dillon wrecked out. Stenhouse actually was the most surprising one. He's the best one. I would say if you look at a lot of these finishing results of 7th, take out the All-Star race, it doesn't matter. 8th, and 2nd. That's not a bad day for the team when he was in the past, he was running 30th, 29th, 27th. Yeah, just terrible days. But I like a lot Stenhouse more than Austin Dillon. Although Austin Dillon does start for a bit further back, I'd take Stenhouse's so far streak and speed he has so far. Brad Keselowski, another guy that wrecked out. Eric Jones, did he wreck out actually? I don't even remember. No, he didn't. He just had an okay day, and yeah. Justin, his engine blew up. It was wild that his engine blew up when we were coming to a restart. Suarez also wrecked out, but he had a fast car that day, and honestly, it makes me wonder, or it makes me think that I think you can use Suarez a lot more on these intermediate tracks, these ovals. Although we are going to oval today, it's more flat. I guess to also put into more context, last week's was more banked, and so I'd like him for those tracks. So you're kind of tire issue wrecked out. Like I said, these Goodyear tire issues are so painful and so random that it's not even funny anymore. Ty Dillon, he had a decent day. Yeah, 13th. So especially from him, he's what I would say is like a Ty Dillon. Like they're in some meh equipment or some not really good equipment, but they're gonna just come home with that car in one piece. Kessler wrecked out, Bubba wrecked out. McDowell, did he wreck out? I don't think he did. Yeah, he somehow is a sneaky play coming home in 8th place, but I'm not expecting that to happen this weekend. LaJoy was probably the first or second one to wreck out. I think the first one was Priest, and then second one was LaJoy. BJ, I don't know what happened to him. I think he was running laps down along with, I know Blokey wrecked his car. Never mind. AJ wasn't in the race last week. It was Noah Gragson. I don't remember what happened to that car, but I remember it spinning once. And then Todd Gilliland, although he kind of wrecked once, but it doesn't say here. He came home with a good finish, and then Cody Ware just rode around, and Burton also just rode around in the backhand of the Coke 600 draft. So, I see here, JC, he's saying Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch at the championship spot for Pro Picks. I lean more into Kyle Busch right there. He seems to have a faster car, as you can see right here. Yeah, see, look at Kyle Busch. So you got your Kyle Busch right there, the 5th, the 4th, and 3rd. That's the 5th place on the 5-lap, 4th on the 10-lap, and 3rd on the 15-lap. So it seems to me that he's got some really good long-run speed. Then Larson's he's a bit slower, and then pretty much 8th overall kind of car right there. Although Larson does have the more place to front row right there, I just like Kyle Busch more. I think he's going to do even better. Excuse me. Than Larson today. Although, I mean, then again, last week in Larson, he didn't, like I said, he didn't run well first 2 stages, but that crew chief of his, Cliff Daniels, he's just spectacular. He motivates his driver a lot to come back and home and try and get a good finish there. Let's see if I can pull up some of the PrizePicks. Log in. All right, log in. Yes, location. All right, so I'm gonna do this one thing for me right here. Oops. Just bear with me 1 second as I get this PrizePicks up. All right, so we have the PrizePicks up, or so far. All right, so we got NASCAR this week. All right, so apparently the highest guy is Chase Briscoe. The scoring chart has 64 being first. No, 45. Okay, never mind. They changed it a lot. So yeah, they're thinking that I think Chase Briscoe can hit 51. If not, you want to go the under on him, I'm fine with that. But they got Blaney and Logano being the highest guys up here, which makes sense. They had the fastest cars. I think they're thinking that Blaney can go the over, and then Logano might be the under right there. Excuse me. Although they are kind of the same team equipment, I just think Blaney has a better chance of running up there. Although if you like more longer run speed, you could say Logano goes over and Blaney goes under on the score. Reddick's 43.5. I'm gonna say he goes under on that. I'm not too high on Reddick. I think it's gonna get a top 10, but 43.5 is that's what. Oh man. Yeah, that's like being second, and like he has to finish second, lead some laps, and maybe get some fast laps. But yeah, no under for me. Like I was saying, if you William Byron 51.5. I mean, I guess you get passing points, but let's see if he passes every one position guy, so and he finishes 12th. So he got some quick max there, 31st, and he's starting in 24th if I remember. Let's see. Yeah, 24th right there. So comes from 12th. It's another 12 positions. Yeah, he's gonna go under on that 51. That's a straight under for me. I mean, unless Byron somehow shows me that he has some good speed to be top 10, I think it's gonna be a good under for him. Harrison Murray 19.5. Yeah, that's pretty much an under. Bo Wallace 29.5. I think is an under. Eric Jones is under 33.5 for me. They're right there. If you guys also got to see any other PrizePicks you like here, just tell me, go over them. Eric Almirola could be an under right there. Harvick could go an over. I'm really high on him being an over. Kurt Busch could be an over. Could be an even right there. Could also be a bit. It's going to be close for him, in my opinion. Truex, I'm going to say under. Bell 35.5. Cindric's an under on 32.5. That's kind of a must for me too as well. And then Bell, he might be even on that. It might even go a bit over on that one. Chastain, a really high one I like. You could say he goes over because, yeah, he's been outperforming that Trackhouse equipment so much that, yeah, it's really great that what he's doing. All right, let's see what we have here. So, let's see. So, if he gets 14.5, that means he's going to have to go for a 10th place finish. I think that's a possibility for Byron. I think Harvick's more of a more likely to happen, passing 10 cars and getting a top 10. Or it might not. It could be a week where Harvick does struggle, although he does like these kinds of tracks. So, yeah, look out for him. 112.5, that's definitely an under. Like, I think he's going to be running up there, running top 20. Although he did come back in Richmond and an 8th place finish, starting 28th. I'm not thinking he gets into the top 20, if not 18th at best. And so, if he's starting let's see, 25th, and he gets, yeah, that's not even 12 of the cars. You need like probably like a 12th place finish, 13th place finish, and I'm not guessing that's gonna happen. Chastain, where's he starting? 10th place, that's an easy over. I feel like he's gonna easily pass 4 cars easily. Because you got like Burton. What's the starting lineup? Let's see. Let me pull it up if I can. Yep, we are live. Getting ready to go live. And right now, you see like Cindric, I think he's gonna pass him easily. Or maybe not actually. Cindric is okay. Well, yeah, passing 4 cars, he needs to pass. Actually, I think Burton now he can pass easily. And then it really comes down to if you pass like Reddick or Bell. I'm not too high on those guys, but they have decent cars. And even Austin Cindric, excuse me, can make a mistake. And even then, he could easily just pass 4 cars just based on pit road. So, yeah, it's a really interesting thing to look at there. And I see JC's going to line up right there. Just saw it right now. With about 12 more minutes left to go, we got Truex, Kyle Busch, Chastain, Blaney, and Larson. JC, I'd get rid of Larson. Like I said, I'm not high on him, but definitely like Truex championship spot. That's fine. Kyle Busch, Chastain, Blaney. Oops. Let's see. All right, let's go back to PrizePicks. I think you have about the same lineup I do. You said you got Chastain. Yeah, you got Chastain. So, yeah, I'm not high on Larson. He's too high of a multiplier, and although he starts 15th, I don't like that card too much. I mean, it's a possibility he could be up there, but I think a guy I'm really liking that has a higher multiplier is like Kevin Harvick. Like last week got 90 points, and even then, like you look at the Richmond and Phoenix, that's 75. That's not bad, and then 984. That's not bad for him right there. I'm liking Harvick. He even starts further back than Larson and have a higher multiplier. I mean, kind of a win-win situation there. Byron is also another guy I liked. I mean, if you look at his Phoenix and Richmond stats, 100 points out of Richmond. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, Phoenix he didn't like a lot. I think he just struggled at the end, but he's a guy I like also, and he even goes Stenhouse. I mean, Stenhouse these past few weeks he's getting at least 70 points each week, so I think that's an underdog play or like a play that not a lot of people are gonna play. And even if you want like a higher multiplier, go like Ty Dillon. What's he's doing? Actually, Ty Dillon might not be the best pick. You can even just go, the worst one of all, or the one that I'd say no one picks and plays is AJ Allmendinger. Starting back there, only gets you 50 points and 60 points, so maybe not him, but I think Harvick or Bynum might be a better choice than Larson. All right, I think hitting about the 10-minute mark. Trying to see if there's any other what the heck? Sorry, I'm just looking if there's any other updates. Doesn't look like there's really any other updates, so I think we're gonna get out of here. If no one else has got any questions, thank you again for tuning in to Andrew's Pit Crew. We'll be back next week as we go road course racing. Definitely something different next week. Going to Sonoma, California. It's going to be a really interesting one. We've already had one road course race at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, but now we're going wine country and got some California racing. So, yeah, we'll see you then. Peace.